Good morning. I usually start with a slide deck. I probably should put that on, but I'm going to start ahead of this before I go to my slide deck. I am recording. Welcome to everybody. We got more people coming in. I have to do an admission here, which is why I'm wearing this lovely gray shirt. Thank you, Roberta, for that reminder. For those that can't see, I'm too short here. I am wearing an Aces shirt. For those that don't know me, I'm a long time, a founding supporter of the Phoenix Mercury. But they lost in fine fashion in the finals to our Las Vegas counterparts, the Aces. And so Mark Otero in our Las Vegas office and I had a little challenge that the winning team, the losing team got to wear the jersey. So today, at our office meeting. So I will be changing out of this after the office meeting, but it is a fine shirt that I will gladly send Mark your way. Hopefully you've got some lovely woman in your life that will be able to wear it. So that is the reason for the shirt. Congratulations to the Aces. I think they're on Good Morning America right now. So if you don't want to watch me, you can watch them there. But next year you can follow me and the Mercury again, and we will go back to having a fun year. We went all the way to the finals, which for those that don't know, we started the year with only 2 returning players. That is a crazy transition to only bring 2 players back and end up in the finals, knocking out both last year's winner and this year's #1 team. So en route to the finals, that's what we did. So it was a pretty good year for the Mercury. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen and let's get to some business here. Let's see if I can find my slide deck. There we go. No, that's not what we're supposed to be on. How about that? Is it going to come up? All right. Wow, we got a slow.
It's because of the rain.
It's because of the rain. We did lose our power yesterday. And look, and our copier wakes up. I don't know why this is being so slow. Hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully everybody got through the rain okay and did not have a problem there. And I'm in the wrong spot. Well, that's kind of different. You had lakefront property. There you go. This is very bizarre. Hold on. We are like all the way at the end instead of at the beginning. So let's try this again. That'll be better. Okay. Look, October 14th. So in a very rare occasion, the first day of the month was on a Wednesday. So the second Tuesday, we're like halfway through the month. It seems like we've missed most of the month, but we have lots and lots of October birthdays, many of whom actually were before today. Anybody here with an October birthday? Happy birthday. Anybody? 121. All right. Awesome. Congratulations, Jan. Let's go to September anniversaries. We've got several of you that have been here for quite a few years. So congratulations. Look at that. Jason, 3 years. I saw you online, so we'll call you out there. Okay. There we go. Let's get to the $1 Million Cup. And look at that, Julie. I wasn't even expecting you to be back here. So congratulations. Julie was traveling most of the month and still closed $1 million worth of deals. So that was pretty cool. We have, look at that. So we have quite a few people here, obviously Joan and Josh at the top there, which we tend to see quite often. But a couple of folks, Maria Earl, Maria is not here. She's a brand new agent, folks. And in her, I think, 3rd month, did $1 million in transactions. She's completed her first 3 deals. And just so excited for her and her collaboration all around the Valley. So, and she does fix and flips as well herself, but pretty cool to see that. That's hard to have happen so quickly. So congratulations, Maria, and all of the rest of you on that. Let's talk about, though, the number of lives and dollars here. So you probably don't remember last month, but as in usual form, right? September is that, or August is that coming down month. This is obviously reporting September numbers, right? So, last month we had 36 million out of this office. This month we had 63 million. So quite a jump there. And interestingly indicative of September, which usually is still on the downturn, actually went up a lot of places. So we'll see that in a few minutes. We had only 82 lives were served a month ago. We had 97 in September. And we had, look, it looks like 10, 11, 14 agents, which was 3 more than last month that hit that $1 million mark. So congratulations to all of you. It was a very busy September. We do have quite a few new agents that have joined us. These were the agents, many of whom joined in September, a couple that have just tagged along that just started. We'll bring those into our slide for next month as well. Doug, I saw you back there hiding. Doug is one of our latest that's come over, and he's the reason Jennifer is here, and I think a few others are following in his footsteps. Thank you so much. And he's from the west side, or yeah, far west side of town. And so we welcome you. I've got a lot of people that come to this office primarily because I record these meetings and record my training, and some of them are working other jobs and can't get to the trainings. In fact, that's Jennifer's little story that the company she went to work for actually fired her because she didn't attend the meetings, even though she told them she was a teacher and couldn't attend the meetings. This, oh, oops, sorry, we forgot that, and hired her back again. Like, that doesn't make much sense, folks. So, and of course, they weren't doing anything to accommodate that she was in a classroom during the day. So she came over here because I've got all these recordings and can provide her that training on her schedule. So if you know anybody that's stuck in that position, please let me know. I'd be happy to work with them. And welcome to all of these new agents from all around the Valley. So a reminder, when you refer 3 agents, you get a year for free. That has not gone away, not going away. Somebody called thinking that you got free for life. That was a special for our 20th anniversary. So that is gone, but this is still here. You get your monthly office amount waived. All right, 2025. This is going to be an amazing 3 days in Miami. If you are not aware, Tony Robbins and Brian Buffini will share the stage. Well, I don't think at the same time. Share the stage on the same day. On our closing day, we will hear from both of these powerhouse presenters. I'm going to try to see what I can do to get some training later on for us based on Buffini and Robbins, but right now, if you can make it, please, please try to get that set up. You can do a payment plan. We'd love to see you there. Hopefully some of you are going there. We're going to take a photo. I know a few of you are online that are going, but I'd love to see if more of you can make it. Who wants to hear what's happening in the market? Right here. Look, everybody's like, I want it. I want it. Okay. So September 2025, how many of you opened the stats that you got a week ago? We deliver them to you in your inbox. You're not even looking at them yourselves. Okay. This is from that September 25. So September's on this side. This is the recap. August is on the other side. The difference is in the middle. The sales price went up $16,000. Solds went up 244. Under contracts went down slightly, 433. Days on market, it's a wash. 1 day, who cares, right? Actives coming soon, up 1336. That's not surprising at all. We typically level up a little bit, then people will drop off for the holidays, right? People come this month will start to drop off, not want to be on the market November, December if they haven't sold. And then January, we hit a spike again. So those are all pretty usual things. The year over year sales price is up 2.9%. The important thing is the solds are up 12.7%. That is important, folks. We are selling more inventory than we sold last year, which at some point we were kind of like, are we actually going to move some of this inventory? Yes, it is moving. Okay. Contracts are up 2.5% over year. So let's look at this detail a little bit. Sorry for those here with that little thing in the way. The blue is August numbers, just so you can kind of compare those at the very top. We already went over those. Now I'm going to show you a little cheat sheet I use in just a minute. This stuff is broken down here. I've got another way you can look at it. So actually, let me see if I can switch it to that screen. Whoops. Gonna go to that. No. We're stuck. Well, that's not what I wanted. We are stuck. Hey, this is not fair. Okay, so single family. So Maricopa County, for those that are new, because I do know we've got some new people here. When we pull the stats overall for ARMLS. ARMLS includes Sedona, the Verde Valley now. A lot of people will list properties, even in Tucson, Flagstaff, Heber, Payson, because people down here are buying up there, right? So we get a mishmash of stuff that isn't even in our regular stomping ground. So when I do the reports, I try to narrow it down to Maricopa County at least. You will see Maricopa County actives is 17,468. That is down 1357 from last month. Okay. Active single family actives is only 13,000. And the rest of these numbers are all for single family in terms of the broad picture. That number is down 1,000, which is kind of unusual that people are dropping off the market. If the, pulling those down, because the solds are down. So you know that they're not selling. Those numbers are down because the single family numbers are just down. People are taking things off the market, or we just don't have as much inventory in general. The pendings, UCB, CCBS, and pending are up 103. In these numbers, that's really not a big deal. Coming soon is neither here nor there. It's kind of funny, all across the state, it looks like people are getting rid of coming soon, but if you look down below, our numbers on coming soon haven't changed. 10-mile radius of our office, we're looking at both all and then just single family, right? So all includes mobile homes, it includes manufactured homes, it includes Gemini apartments, condos, townhomes. So that's why I'm isolating the single family. So the active listings are 4,965. That's up 348. That's actually a good number up. Ironically, I mean, if it can be good, but it's a sizable chunk that is up. Single family is only up 227. It's about 10%, a little under that. So that's not a big deal. It is, we're seeing that activity. The challenge is, right, they're not pending, okay? Except you could look at solds. Yeah, the solds was up, but it's up 24, right? That's a very small number, but the solds was 1347. So up 24, I guess that's not bad. Again, coming soon, you'll see if you looked at the past months, that's about right where we were on both those numbers. So some people are still using coming soon, some are not. Got a lot of people that want to deal with that Zillow thing and so don't want to use coming soon. That's up to you, you guys, your choice. All right, let's see if it'll take us past this in a minute. But active listings month by month. The reason I do this is to show you, right, we're at 25,000 and you can kind of compare. We were at 26,000 in May, and again, 26,000 in April, and we're at 25,000. So we have gone back up a little bit in terms of active listings. Now, if you go all the way back, right, to get to 25,000, you're going all the way back to May of 2014. How many of you were in the business in May of 2014? What was going on at that point? We were trying to unbury ourselves from so many listings, right? So we've got a lot of inventory on the market. The big difference is we do have people out there that could buy, just not buying yet. So we'll see what happens. See if I can get past this screen and go forward. I don't know why. We may have to back out. There we go. I threw something else in here though. I threw the closed sales just to give you some comparison over year. You will notice 6,150 is the highest number of sales in September since 2022. That is good news, folks. So that is a positive. I'll take all the little positives we can take to move forward. And it is definitely more over last month, almost tied with July. A very unusual turn for September in terms of the year, right? Because normally Septembers are a little lower. Now, of course, a couple of, years ago, that wasn't the case, but the last few years, and if you go back up, you'll see many of the months it goes August then September, August down September. There are a few that it's not quite the same, but it is pretty common that that is the case. All right, so let's go to market report, market update, right? You get this in your inbox. I send this to you every month. This is one of the slides that's in there. You can use it just as that and send it on, right? It's right there. It's a talking point. It's an opportunity for you to reach out to your clients. So just to recap what we talked about earlier, this is one of the slides. I create a nice cheat sheet for myself for all of that data that I put out there. So I thought I'd show it to you. You can see many more of these were up this month over September. You can see all the little green arrows. I did put on the bottom because I'm going to show you a little difference. So what I had been doing was doing the sheet to the date that I was writing it last night. I did the month over month, the solds for actually the month of September, because again, we're halfway through the month. I was like, wait a minute, that's not fair. So but the 13 days of October, we did 1286 sold single family versus 732 in 8 days of August, right? Because it was that overage of when I had the meeting. So that's a positive sign. We are doing business earlier this month than normal. We'll see if that holds true for the rest of the month. If it does, we will have a very, very strong October. Okay. And let's see. So here is the month or when we do the Fannie Mae 1004, you can see how things are progressing. We had 12,000 total comparable sales, 3.5 months housing supply. That number went down. It was at 407 up at the top there. So that actually decreased, which is peculiar because most of you would probably say things are sitting longer. So obviously the properties that are in good condition, and we'll talk about this later, are selling faster than those that are not. Those that are not are still sitting there because nobody wants to buy them, right? They have a choice. Buyers have choices. The odd part is we showed that the dollar value went up on those other charts here in Maricopa County. This is showing a progressional, right? This is 3 months worth, that it's only changed $197. That's actually dollars, not thousands. It changed $197 in the 3 months. So, okay, so the price hasn't really changed that month. That's the median list price. The sale price at 501 went up by $1,000 in 3 months. So we had a big spike up. Now it's coming back down. 3 months, not a big shift. Okay. So you can see if anybody ever wants to see this slide, I keep it, come to me. I'll share it with you. Again, the 10-mile radius. What is fascinating about this that you cannot tell, all of the green arrows that went up last month were down, and all of the yellow arrows that are down were green last month. I was like moving my arrows around going, what? This doesn't even make sense. So all of our active and single family numbers were actually down last month. Our UCBs and pending were up. Okay, solds were down, now they're up. Like, okay, little wishy-washy for that. So, all right, let's get to the 10-mile radius. You will see there was literally no change in the median sales price from last month's meeting to this month, and the decrease was all of $5. Not 5,000 like last month, but $5. I'm like, okay. So I don't think we had much change between August and September. We'll see what happens in October. Think we're going to see a marked difference between September and October when this month closes. We have some guests here, and I kind of gave the lead in right there in terms of days on market. So please welcome Tiffany and Halsey. Come on back. Make sure
Yeah.
Brad can be seen in that video, that's why I have a little visual there, so if you need to raise that up, you can.
Oh,
Probably, I'll just cut his head off.
I got a screen.
Oh, you can stand up, there you go.
Thank you so much. So the photos that we have on these are courtesy of Renovation Cells. And I wanted to bring Brad in because I'm gonna tell you some more stuff about House Amp, go back over kind of what we do. But I really want to have you know that Brad is here because Renovation Cells is like your easy button, right? They go in, they do all the work, it's well done, it's done fast. So we'll talk more about that. So let's talk stats. As you were saying, today's buyer considers a home dated after just 7 years. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but my house hasn't been renovated in 7 years and I bought it as a new build, right? So we want to understand that today's buyers, they're part of this really fast change in our culture, right? And so when they walk in and the house is really lovely, most likely, but it doesn't have the newest, coolest things, they're going to notice. 94% of buyers are looking for move-in ready properties. They don't have the money or the time or the inclination to want to take on someone else's project, right? So that's why we're seeing homes sitting on the market. And then updated homes sell 73% faster. To me, that says it all, right? If you want to get that home sold quickly, your customer is looking to you to say, this is how you're going to do that. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about real quick. So we're an Improve Now, Pay Later platform. So we basically allow the sellers to get access to financing in order to improve the property prior to selling. Two new things that we have available. We now have an Improve to Stay product as well. So if you have a buyer that's not in love with the property, once they take ownership of it, they actually can use this to renovate once they own the property, which is new. And then also we do have a new lender on board, which is an unsecured product. So it's a little bit more flexible, goes up to 100,000 and they can gain access to that now as well. So revisit this if you haven't, but we really want to help boost the home value for the client, right? That's what we're here to do, is help them with that. So we do have our equity estimator available. I encourage you all to go in and try this out. You can put in any property and you don't even have to have the seller's information. You can see an AVM value, how much equity they might have and how much they might be able to qualify for. And this is just based on the property. So they would still have some qualification as the borrower as well, but you can go in and use this. It's free for you. This entire program is free for you. So please do access that and check it out. It's a great prospecting tool. So if you see an expired listing, go in and check out the photos, see what they could have done to get the price that they want, and you have a reason to reach out to them, right? I have a tool for you. I have a program for you. So you're offering them solutions. And then just a quick overview, loans up to $250,000. It's really fast. They can apply all the way up until close of escrow. So if you do have a property that you get under contract and something comes in on the inspection, they can apply all the way up to closing and it's very fast. Credit score 650 and above. We are bringing on another lender, hopefully very soon here in Arizona, that goes down to 620, but right now it's 650. And you can invite your own service providers, or you can search in our platform for ones that are already on the platform, like Renovation Cells. We are available nationwide. And then here's Brad. So I wanted to introduce you guys to Brad. If you attended our in-person event that we had here locally with Barb and her team, Brad was there as well, talking about Renovation Cells. So just give him a little quick overview and make sure you guys get his contact information as well.
Okay, the quick overview. So my name is Brad McCauley, the company's Renovation Cells. I'm a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor. I have a real estate background. I have a broker's license, which is I don't use anymore. It's inactive, but I've been in the real estate industry for well over 20 years. So I only tell you that because I know what you guys go through every single day trying to separate yourselves. So when I found this business model, I jumped all in. I said I can help agents. I cost nothing. I love the model because I can add value. And by that, renovating to sell is a tool. It's a tool you guys can use in your marketing to help you separate. And when we do a renovate to sell, my first question is, how much can you sell it for as is? How much can you sell it for fixed up? The budget's got to be somewhere in the middle of that. It has to be a win-win. We don't just want to renovate. Spreads are different with every size property, but that's what we do. We walk the property, we give you a detailed bid, we work out a budget, and we get to work, and our average time is 3-4 weeks. we're in and out and give you back a property that is gonna go on the market and sell and my whole goal and both of our goals. If we do a renovate to sell property and it's great, it sells quick, your owner puts some extra money in your pocket, when friends come to the owner and say, how did you do this? We want your owner to say, call my agent. Not call House Amp or call Renovate to Sell, call my agent and you guys call us when you need us. So I love the business model. I'm here. I've brought some inventory. I do have a agent partner program. Again, it costs nothing. I've just got a lot of marketing stuff I can give you to help you get the word out that this is something that you do. Their tool, the calculator tool was the coolest thing I ever seen when I first saw it. Get it? Cause it definitely will separate you. It's a whole different conversation when you're going in knowing that potentially, what if, first question, I don't have any money, is what they're gonna say. What if we could get you 70 grand? What if we could get you 80 grand? Other agents aren't doing that, right? So that's what's gonna help separate you. So anyways, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
And,
thanks, Brad. And I'm gonna leave that up for a minute. I do want to let you guys know that I've got these handouts. There's a photo on the back of what the platform looks like when you get logged in. The marketing hub, we also have some marketing materials. There's a lot of renovation sales before and afters on there. But check that out and make sure that you're using those marketing materials. We've got flyers, we've got social media posts, all that created for you. You can open them up in Canva and customize them. So you can sign up through your Realty One Group platform for an account, or if you want to scan my QR code, feel free to do that as well. And we really are here for you. So reach out if you have any questions. Our support information is on here. You can reach out to me directly. Always here to help.
Before you go anywhere,
Mhm.
I just need to double check, how many of you are familiar with the House Sand platform? Cause these are new faces and were here the last time you presented. Does everybody understand that? I mean, I've got Barb back there with the lending arm for us. If I'm a homeowner and I'm selling my home and I call and say, hey, I'd like to get an equity line of credit, and you see that that home is on the market, can you give me a loan? And the answer is no. For those of you online, the answer is no. So your traditional lenders will not touch a homeowner that even wants to get equity out of their own home once they've put it on the market. That's where this program is so vital for you, that they are allowed to go through that and get that money out of the home to leverage it, to be able to do something. How many of you have run into a homeowner that cannot move because they don't even have the money to get to their next destination? Like they can't get out to even an apartment. And you're like, oh my gosh, this stuff has got to get moved out of here. You can use House Am to get them the money, equity out of their home, to clear out the house, whether they put it in storage or go ahead and go to that apartment they're going to, or senior living, right? They're moving into assisted care. They don't have the money to do anything because they don't have any cash. This allows them to get that money out to do that step and possibly do some minor renovations or even major renovations to sell the home and get more out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that if there was restrictions on how they could spend the money, it had to be on contractors and materials, or it could be on getting it out and getting your stuff out.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, it's very flexible, especially our new unsecured product. So we do have moving companies on the platform. We have senior transition companies on the platform. So you don't have to go out and find anybody to help with those types of things. We already have connections and they're happy to work within the platform. The way that our program works is that all the money stays within the platform. So the homeowner invites their service providers, whether it's a moving company, a transition care company, to the platform. Invoices go through there, they approve the invoices, and we pay the providers directly. We want to make sure that the money is there and that it gets used properly. So we don't send them any money or a credit card or anything like that. Everything goes through the platform. So we do have those resources already on there. So you can search and find somebody that's already connected and ready to go. Yeah, so we don't really have any restrictions as long as it's to get them out of the property and get the property sold. That's pretty much the only restrictions we have. And again, you can invite your own providers or you can work with those that are already on the platform. Any other questions? Great. Well, I look forward to seeing y'all sign up. Once you do, we'll go ahead and send you a welcome email and you'll get a monthly newsletter about what's new. So as soon as we get the new loan programs here in Arizona rolled out, you'll get updates for that as well.
And some of you that have contractors licenses may want to get your information over and see what it takes to get involved with House Amp as one of their preferred providers. Yes, several that have
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we look forward to working with everybody.
or spouses that have contractors licenses.
Yes, please do. Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us. Thanks,
And
Brad.
the donuts.
I'll leave these here.
Okay, oh, look, I have to shrink this back in. Okay, I need some volunteers. I had 2 people. I need a couple more that want to be a part of our Culture Club here. We've got some stuff to plan for the rest of this month. Watch for something for next week. I was not able to pick a date yet and want to find out who wants to do something, but we're going to do something hopefully next week. We've got some other stuff happening this week, but please, if you're interested, please contact me and let me know. This is for us. This is what helps us stand apart. We do things fun for ourselves. Let's figure out something fun to do and let's get that planned for the rest of the year. I hope all of you are reading my Sunday newsletters. I started with this alert. I was surprised when this came through to me and I went, wait, no, that's not a scam. It is a scam. And if you type in there and if you type in Google real estate lead generation, they don't have that program. It is absolutely a scam. Sure as heck does not look like it the way that reads, does it? So please, folks, when you get things like this, take a minute and double check the content. Had I gotten this, I would have possibly not realized it. This didn't come to me. This came from our corporate offices to alert us about this. And that's why we forwarded it on to you. And if you ever do see something and realize this is scam, if you'll let me know, I will get the word out there because they're getting more and more crazy. All right. How many of you will be here tomorrow? We are doing our one prime time. I'm going to do it as a lunch meeting. We'll do the lunch after the meeting because you're going to want to take notes. This is 2026 business planning. This is from our corporate trainers. They will be hosting this and walking us through planning for 2026. Who is ready to set their goals in writing and get ready for next year? So please come. It's all free. We'll stream it on here. Be ready with a pen, paper, whatever you need to take notes on, your computer so that you can go through this, okay? It is going to be an incredible event and way to start and get ready for 2026. And like I said, please let me know if you're coming. I want to make sure I've got enough lunch here. Just a reminder, the rev ups are not just for new agents. Anybody is welcome. I've had several agents that have been experienced come on and go, wow, I learned so many new things today. So please participate if you'd like to. We have on Friday successful open houses and pre-listing presentations, 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Just a reminder, every Monday afternoon, the One Suite training does take place thanks to our friends at Rock Title. So you can go on there and sign up for those. That is a Zoom presentation. A reminder, there's a lot more training available. If you've not checked out Rock University, we have quite a bit on there. The One Suite trainings, as I said, they go over different parts of those. Those are on the Mondays at 1 o'clock. And then a couple of these have already passed, of course, but you can get the videos from them. Still coming up is Goal Setting in Phases, Your Path to Progress with Dan Matter on the 15th at 1 p.m. Okay, I have been doing a series of how do you speak with your buyers when you're trying to get them to understand your forms. I've gone over the purchase contract, which, by the way, you're supposed to talk to your buyers about before they sign it, like actually go over it with them. And that was news to a few of our newer agents. Like, I can't just email it. No, hate to tell you, you actually do need to go over it. So I've gone over several of these documents. I have not gone over the BBEA, the SCA, and the Ready form. So I'm probably going to go over those. And no, I'm not doing a full agency class. Sorry, that's a 3-hour class. I'm going to go over how you're talking with your buyers. What does that conversation look like? I'm not sitting here training you on these forms. I'm trying to give you ideas of how you can actually speak with your clients, okay? I have not gotten to the new forms. I will work on that, but because yes, we did have a new form, but let's keep on this theme for this month and get these done so I get through there. I really want to welcome to our stage, Partnered for Success. We have many partners here that help us. As many of you know, we do have home warranty companies. Every month we switch off the different home warranty companies. We have both Old Republic and we have American Home Shield. Unfortunately, our rep with American Home Shield is on fall break with her family. So just a reminder, you do have access to this, the information. They just put new flyers up there. And if you are working with the military, a veteran, they can receive a 20% discount, which if you calculate that is quite substantial on a home warranty. So keep that in mind if you are looking for that. As I said, Lee is not here today, but did not want to leave her out. And then let's go to Epic. Barb, come on up and you can bring your guest up too. We'd all like to meet her. And we'll have to raise this up. Come on. We'll raise this up so Barb can talk about, and her slide is next, just so you know, but you can open with yours.
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'd like to introduce my new junior loan officer, Maribel Rodriguez, who is going to be on my team now. And we're gonna be able to, sorry, everyone wants to see you.
Oh.
You gotta go closer, you're shorter.
I got it. I'm gonna go in on top of the podium.
You can see it right here. Anyway, so I'm very excited to have her aboard. We've been talking for quite a few months now. We also worked together back in 2017, so we know each other pretty well. And she's amazing. She's bilingual, and she's going to be able to help me on the back end a lot, so I can be out there more, meeting with all of you and buyers and clients in general, and just doing more classes, hopefully. So anyway, as far as Epic and the services that we have, to tell you about the rates, I don't know if you guys have been following the Realty One Paradise Valley, the public page and the private page. So I've been posting the rates on there, and I also sent out an email to everybody. So today the conventional rates are 6.125, the FHA 5.25, VA 5.75. So really good rates compared to what we've been seeing for the last few years. So that's exciting. And I have definitely seen an uptick in business, and inquiries for sure. But our list and lock program is still very helpful to people that have listings out there, because they can just pay $49 to have a sign writer, to be able to advertise lower interest rates like the builders do. You'll be able to get 2 videos that you can post on social media. You have an open house flyer that you can use as your backup and documentation for your MLS. There's wording that you can put on your description that says this home comes with, you know, a discounted interest rate. So it grabs attention, and you can even do that before you list. So say you were listing a house for 600,000, maybe you list it for 610,000, and you offer 20,000 right off the bat in concessions to lower that interest rate. It grabs attention right from the start. So if you'd like more information on that, I'd be happy to help you. You can also look at those scenarios when you go to Barb Spitzak, my site. Under sell, there's a tab at the top, and then you can run your scenarios even on your own, and see what that looks like as far as rates. But overall, we have all the products that you need to help your buyers, you know, down payment assistance, jumbo loans, construction loans, you know, along the same lines as House Amp. You know, there's construction loans and renovation loans that help in all areas to bring up the value of homes. So anyway, thank you for your time, and happy to be
Thank
here.
you.
Yes, and again, Maribel.
Oh my goodness, yes, I'm right here.
If you need anything, we'll be there for you. Thank you.
Brought my steps close.
I just moved the screen. That's funny. Okay, and next we want to talk about this afternoon. Roberta, come on out, come on up. Rock Title is one of our partners, of course, and they're celebrating.
We are celebrating. Rock Title is celebrating 10 years in the business. And to celebrate that, we always, just like Realty One, we do time with a charity. And this year we've chosen Ronald McDonald House. If you've ever needed it, you know what a critical service this is. Vaughn and I last week went to Ronald McDonald House and we prepared dinner for the families, which I'm going to get emotional. It was absolutely amazing. These people go through so much, sorry. And just to know that someone is there for them really meant a lot. The facility was amazing. We did get a tour, beautiful property. The rooms are very nicely appointed. There are 38 rooms and every single one was filled. So it was quite special to celebrate with these families, serving them dinner. Some came up to not in a good frame of mind. So the other celebration with our 10-year putting together activity bags for the kids at Ronald McDonald House. We also have a full Oktoberfest meal and beer and wine and soft drinks. So we're hoping that you guys will come up and celebrate with us. There will be lots of food. Please come up. The other thing is we have a donation box in our office of items that are critical for the Ronald McDonald House. We will be taking donations through the end of the month and then delivering those to the facility.
Can we get a list of those donation items so we can send that on our newsletter?
Yes, I
So
do have a full list.
We'll add that to our list.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll be there. I love bratwurst and beers. So there you go. Pretzels, oops. Sorry, I'll let
You're
you
good.
go back to
Yes, please come. It's a great cause and we did have a great time and it filled my cup knowing that I'm helping other families. It's just such a beautiful thing. So if you guys can make it, we'd really appreciate it. And yes, good morning. As you all may know, my name is Vaughn Kelly, Vice President of Sales with Rock Title. Wanted to introduce you to Rebecca Misquez. She is going to be the new sales executive out of our Paradise Valley office, and she'd be covering the office down here as well as Glendale. So just wanted to share this magnificent person of a human being. She has vast escrow knowledge in her previous work history. So that would help us out tremendously. When you guys eventually have these meetings, you're able to talk to her about the escrow process and she can give you those immediate answers as well. But other than that, I want to let her introduce herself a little bit so you guys can get to know her.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I've been in real estate for almost 30 years. My background, transaction management, construction management, multifamily, single residential, property management. Escrow's my stronger trade in this industry, but now I'm transitioning into the marketing side. So any marketing that you guys need, reach out to me. I do answer my phone after hours. I am a weekend person as well. So if you need me to go sit, and open houses or broker openings, I can do that. And you need me to go on listing appointments, any of that sort of stuff, I'm available to help. Questions?
You're all kind of quiet.
And we are very excited to have her.
Yes, I'm excited for the change for sure.
Okay, you got another slide or two or three?
Thank you. We do.
You do.
Oh,
Art can come up and talk.
Oh, well, you guys should all know about the 50% off fee right now. When we've been pushed this down, we push it every meeting when we have this conversation. It's in the flyer usually. And what it is, if you put in the MLS listing that you would prefer to with Rock Title, we give a 50% discount on the escrow fee to both the buyer and the seller, not just the seller. So this benefits everybody. It also offsets, helps to offset any seller's cost if you could give them some concessions or a home warranty. It'll help offset part of that cost too. So, and what I always recommend too, if you're in negotiation, you're representing a buyer, you're negotiating with the listing agent, throw this out there. Tell them, hey, I got this. You work with my title company. They give you a discount on the escrow fee to help offset some of the cost to your seller.
And what do you say when they say, oh, my seller's an investor, so they don't need this? What's an investor fee amount?
30%.
Oh, last time I checked, 50% is greater. They get it.
And we still give the investor rate on the title fee. So it's not
Right.
that they're missing out on an investor. Rate. They're still getting it on title. This is saving you half of the escrow fee.
Okay, so, and if the investor comes and said they have a hold up with somebody, if it's under, same with one of our title insurers, we can still, hold up and, take a hold up in policy and make it good, as long as it's with one of our underwriters still. So,
I had an agent, sorry, I had an agent tell me last week or a couple of weeks ago, she's privately messaging my agent that brought the deal that had it in her listing. And she's saying, hey, just so you know, this isn't really a discount. Here's my title company fees. Our title fees matched dollar for dollar, and our escrow fee was about $350 less than her title company's. So I'm not sure where she was missing that, but it was a substantial discount.
and then I'm gonna, cause I just learned this today. So I've probably been losing money and don't even know it, but I just found this out today with conversation with Berta. But this 50% only applies in Maricopa County and Pinal County, in Pinal County. Is it saying on there? I just found out today. I've been doing deals outside of Maricopa and Pinal and giving 50% discounts. But that's all right, you know? Sometimes you gotta spend a lot, lose a little money, makes money, so. I'm into that, and then I missed your total conversation about the one suite and the Rock University. Where's Jennifer?
She's not here.
She online?
Is she online? Rock University, we have, I know you want recorded training. Rock University has
All those are recorded.
all of it on there.
Right.
And there's an icon in your one suite.
Yep. It
That you
takes
can
you
click
right
on.
to it.
And when it says sign up for VIP, don't get scared. There's no extra charge for it. You just gotta click and put your information. Just sign up, and that has all the trainings, recorded trainings and everything that are on there.
Yep.
So, all right.
That's awesome.
Push my marketing people, man. I'm a team player.
Okay, so if you didn't have Roberta and Art's information, it is right there. They are upstairs, and Art does speak Spanish, if you didn't gather that from his.
Poquito, sí.
Very funny. And actually, the admin, Debbie also speaks Spanish as well. So we've got your Spanish language covered here between our two offices. So, well, except not at our front desk. That is kind of fun.
That's when they call Debbie and.
We call Debbie and they translate for our folks that call in here. Okay. Let's see. We actually have 5 reasons we rock. You can go over these this afternoon at
That's
Rock
right.
Title as a part of the Rock University. So you
Thank you.
guys are
Thank you.
part of the Rocktoberfest, excuse me. Not just a reminder, be golden, be you. This is not going anywhere. This is really our platform, sharing how wonderful you are. If something wonderful happens, share what that is. Please go to that QR code, upload a photo, scan that, share what's been special for you, and we get that out. I don't know if it ends up on those photos, but it very well might. And just a reminder, we do have our YouTube meetings on our Realty One Group Paradise Valley. We are going to move a lot of these things on the One University. We will have our very own channel on One University for all of you. And look at that, we are 10 minutes early. How about that? So buyer seller information, or we can start with any questions if anybody has any questions first. And folks online, you can jump on here as well. Just unmute yourself. Let's see, we still got a bunch of people online. So buyers, sellers, please, any questions? First of all, any questions, folks? New folks, Doug, any questions?
So many, but not ready yet.
Okay, so many, that's good. All right, anything else? All right, buyers or sellers? So Doug, this is the opportunity. If you've got a listing coming up that you want to share to this audience, you can, even if you've not on the market yet, because we are all Realty One Group. Anybody else that has anything upcoming listings, current listings, open houses? How many of you saw those open house alerts? Did everybody get those alerts? Yeah. Those are cool. I'm not sure exactly how that's happening. Somebody asked me. I do have the information. I just haven't clicked on how to set it up. That does come from our folks at corporate. So there is a way to communicate, if you haven't seen it, with the rest of the agents saying you'd like your open house held and specific dates and times. It was really bizarre. We got several of them. I'm guessing that some people are going to be unsubscribed because they don't want to hold open houses. I would recommend that if you don't hold open houses, because I can only imagine once people figure out how to do this, that we're gonna get a lot of those. Like, I don't think you guys calculated in that there are 3,000 agents in the Maricopa County area. That's a lot of people here. We currently have about 1,200 listings that are active. So that could be a lot of emails asking for open house dates. So anybody looking for buyer, have a buyer thing? Anybody have a buyer looking for anything? No?
Hey,
No,
Melissa,
really? Quiet. Anybody online?
I do. This is Kyle. I've got a buyer
Anybody
that
have a seller that's trying to sell something that isn't moving? Yes, Jan.
I have a house in Chandler at 4660 East Torrey Pines Lane.
4660 Torrey Pines. A+ schools in Chandler.
5, maybe 6 years ago.
Renovated 5 to 6 years ago, so it's just under that bar.
Pristine, move-in ready, brand new roof.
Pristine, move-in ready, 20-year warranty on the roof,
AC, but.
original AC.
Inspected, they have a treat, they have to. They have.
It's been serviced annually.
And it did go under a pre-inspection and it's working fine. My husband's a home inspector. He's seen them last 30 years.
So
So-
says this is a good unit.
We took it off the market for 45 days and put it back on the market.
So it's just
my
gone
husband's name.
back on the market to look like it's a new agent.
Two different,
One,
companies.
one best on
So
tour for 2 different tours.
The price is, just went down to 589.
589, how many bedrooms?
It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5.
4,
bathrooms,
2.5.
2-story, huge. backyard.
2-story, huge backyard. How many square feet?
It is 2120, I think, just hair under 22.
Just under 2,200 square feet.
No pool.
No
But
pool.
Third Street, it's got a huge backyard.
Okay. All right, folks, go check it out. That might be a great thing to go look at. Go take your clients. Any open houses coming up?
No, she's burnt out. on
Oh,
open house.
she's burnt out on open houses, so schedule your clients to go look at it. All right, any other listings? Yes, activating tomorrow. 3-bedroom starter home, close to GCU, just remodel.
The kitchen drain under slab, any drain under slab has been blind.
They've just redone the drain under slab and the lateral sewer line. It's a 1950s home near GCU.
So
No stone has gone under. What's the price? 335, and it's going on the market tomorrow. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet carport. Carport. Okay. For those that don't know GCU area, that's Camelback and 33rd Avenue. So in that general vicinity. Okay. All right. Other listings.
I have one coming up in Tucson.
Jan has one coming up in Tucson. Anybody else working that market near U of A?
Yeah, it is on North Paseo de las Conchas. Hopefully it's easy for
North
you to say.
Paso de la Conchas. 3-2 multi-level.
It's 3 levels, but
It says it's a tri-level, but it's 4 because of how the different stairs work.
but it's probably 3 stories high.
Yeah, if 2 of those are on the same level, they're considered 1 level, even if they're different parts of the house. Yeah.
2 steps.
So it's considered a tri-level. Completely renovated.
Courtyard,
What price?
it is 319.
319, and how many square feet?
It is 1394.
1394.
Yeah.
And the challenge, just like the listing I have near ASU, is students and landlords looking for student rentals. That market is done because they're in school. And by the way, for those that don't know, because of what's been going on across the country, our universities have lost almost their entire international audience. So for both U of A and ASU, that was a huge number of students lost. And it will take 3 years at least to rebuild that international student base once things have settled down. So that will not be happening anytime soon. So be aware of that. That's just knowledge from professors I know that work in the university level. That is a huge loss to, at least here in Arizona, both the U of A and ASU.
It's just an FYI on this community. I don't think there's a single college student in it.
Yeah, no, that's
Think
fine.
about
She
you.
said she was new.
Just by the there,
Right.
but, it's a really quiet,
Yeah.
grown up.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be for that, but the challenge near ASU, if anybody's looking, there's a ton of inventory near ASU because a lot of the people expected to come in at the beginning in August didn't come in. So I have a 2-2 condo sitting that is at I don't even know the price, 280. I mean, it's very reasonable. And we're not even getting showings. So, and there are 3 in the community that are all 3 for sale. We're all tag teaming all at the same similar price point. But there's just not a lot of activity going on down there. So if anybody's looking to pick up some property, and honestly, some of them would make great winter rentals. So you have a winter rental and then turn it into a student thing for next year, but you could definitely flip it for a winter rental. Anybody looking for that? It would be a great time to go out there and pick up some property. So other sellers, listings, nope. All right. Who's going to Rocktoberfest this afternoon? I am. I want some food. Boz, you gonna be here? You want some brat? Bratwurst at 3 o'clock?
3 to 6.
3 to 6. Come back.
I did forget to mention there is German chocolate cake. I know that'll change.
Oh, there you go. German chocolate cake as well. Yeah. All right, guys, you have a great week. I'm gonna stop sharing and go ahead and end my recording here.